Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity reports, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now, as we head into the final week of March and into a fresh quarter of 2022, rapidly surging global inflation, rate hikes and geopolitical risk, they are now emerging as the three major themes dominating and driving the financial markets. This in return continues to present savvy traders with highly lucrative back-to-back profitable trading opportunities. So far this quarter, commodity prices across the board, they have been on an absolute tear, racking up double to triple digit gains to position themselves firmly on track for their biggest price increase on record in over a century. Oil prices, they soared above $130 per barrel to hit their highest level in a decade, whilst gold extended its parabolic rally from just under $1,800 per ounce to hit a high of $2,070 per ounce, just $5 short of the all-time high reached in August of 2020. This bullish momentum also spilt through into commodities, with aluminium, copper, lithium, platinum, palladium, uranium, zinc, coffee, wheat, lumber prices all blasting through all-time highs. Elsewhere, US natural gas prices, they've almost doubled this quarter. They are on course for their biggest and strongest rally since 2009. Meanwhile, European natural gas prices, they have skyrocketed a whopping 90% to post their biggest monthly rise ever. But the best performing commodity this quarter is nickel. Nickel prices, they've snatched the headlines this month with a blistering gain of over 250% in a single day to register the biggest one-day move ever seen in history of the commodity markets. In total, out of 27 commodities, ranging from the metals to the energies to soft commodities, they've tallied up astronomical gains already within the first quarter of 2022. And this is just the beginning. As major macro events continue to unfold, from rapidly surging global inflation, prolonged supply chain shortages to geopolitical risks, many of the world's most powerful financial institutions, they have raised their targets with extremely bullish calls for commodity prices to hit fresh record highs in the months ahead as the super cycle continues to gather massive momentum. But make no mistake, this market won't wait for you. Commodity super cycles are rare. There have only been 5 in the last 200 years. The previous 2 super cycles, they took place in the 1970s and the 2000s. On average, they only come around about every 40 to 50 years. We may never see another commodity super cycle in our lifetime. My advice to you is not to waste a good commodity super cycle. If you've been waiting for the right time to get into the commodity markets, then now is the time you have been waiting for. There's a lot of traders out there that missed out on the previous commodity super cycle. The ones that saw the opportunity and took action, they accumulated life-changing wealth. Trust me, you don't want to be the person who knew about this, had a chance to capitalize on one of the greatest trading opportunities of our lifetime, and you missed out again. Banks, hedge funds, they are making multi-billions capitalizing on the week-to-week opportunities across the commodity super cycle, and it's not so different for the retail market. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach, they have already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures so far this year, and we're only 3 months into the year. Here are just some of the testimonials which have been flooding in from our clients, sharing their successes and achievements. Whichever way you look at it, the case for commodities in a well-diversified portfolio has never been more obvious than it is right now. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. So firstly, we're going to move over to GDX, which is actually the gold miners here. The reason being is that we're seeing gold miners currently leading some of the metals at the moment, particularly as we get towards the end of the month and as we move into a new quarter as well. So you have GDX, which is very close now to breaking out towards the swing highs, which currently reside at the 40 level, which is essentially the equivalent of gold breaking back out towards the recent swing highs here, back towards the 2070 level. So I'd absolutely keep an eye on gold going into next week here. We've had another strong close, another consecutive week of gains to the upside. As you know, we built into positions the previous week. We used the FOMC statement sell-off all the way back down towards the 1900s to capitalize, building into another 3 trades on gold. So we have 4 trades in total. Then we've capitalized on that slingshot move higher. Last week, in fact, we talked you through on Tuesday's report when the price price had broken back down towards 1,910 US dollars per ounce, that would be the exact buy zone and accumulation zone that we are looking for in the last week, and we were expecting the price to get back to 1950 to 1960 by the end of last week, and that's exactly what happened. You had the rally over Wednesday, so you had over a 330 point breakout to the upside, and yet again over Thursday as well, 260 point breakout. So essentially, since that report was put out at the start of last week, we called it absolutely spot on for the low and buy opportunity to be at that 1910 zone, and then look for a slingshot move up to that 1960 zone by the end of the week. So that was essentially a 500 point move that we capitalized on there with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. So for that calculation, every one lot contract that you would be trading, that's essentially a quick $5,000 profit. Every 10 lot contract that you'd be trading, that's $50,000 of profit. That was just on gold. So on oil last week, we actually booked over 4,000 points profit with our clients, which is a trade that we only executed on the FOMC statement. 2 trades that we got into on oil within 30 minutes after the FOMC statement, and subsequently just within 1 week we were banking over 4,000 points profit on those 2 trades, as we saw over a $20 move to the upside there for both Brent crude oil and also for WTI crude oil over the last week. So we capitalized massively on that huge surge higher back towards multi-month highs, as we saw energy prices go up by over 20% in the last week. So again, just for that calculation as well, every one lot contract that you'll be trading for a 4,000 point profit like that, that's $40,000 of profit in 1 week. Every 10 lot contract that you'll be trading, that's $400,000 of profit in a week. And these are trade opportunities which have come about just in the last week and a half. Every single week we are getting back-to-back trading opportunities on commodities because of the volatility, because of the current super cycle. Inflation is currently running at 40-year highs, and we also have the backdrop of geopolitics as well, which is also adding to the dynamic, providing a very lucrative environment, of course, for trading commodities here, which Goldman Sachs have stated is going to last a decade worth of huge trading opportunities here on the commodity market. So with that, we have got energy prices which have essentially doubled now since November, as you know, from $60 a barrel up to $120 a barrel. We've now got natural gas prices as well breaking back out to multi-month highs. We're now trading back towards the highs we saw tested back in November of last year, as we continue to see energies go parabolic and exponential. Big opportunities to capitalize, in fact, on natural gas as we get towards the end of the month and once we move into April as well. I would absolutely have it on the radar that once we move into a new quarter, often there are big opportunities for fresh inflows to come in to many of the commodities that we are trading, and that can further slingshot them higher. Now, bear in mind, as we go into next week, over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it will be the last 4 trading days of the quarter, especially given that we've had such strong moves higher here on many commodities over 2022 so far. I would expect some profit taking as we go into next week, ultimately providing a great opportunity to then sniper in at the lows if we do see those outflows. We're well positioned at the moment with our portfolio to capitalize on further upside, but we're also keeping some capital available to sniper in if we do get end of month and end of quarter profit taking next week. And then you've also got non-farm payroll data on Friday as well. So I would absolutely keep that on the radar. If you do get further dips lower there on commodities going into next week, that could then provide you opportunities to top up and accumulate further exposure for this commodity super cycle. As we enter a new economic climate, the importance of having an essential income generating skill like trading, that has become a must-have necessity. If you want to actually reach your long-term financial goals in these rapidly changing markets, then you can't just stockpile cash in a savings account, because rapidly surging inflation, that would erode your wealth and purchasing power. Instead, you need to make your money work as hard for you as you've worked hard for it. With that said, there's no surprise that commodities, they have firmly positioned themselves as one of the most exciting and liquid asset classes, which continue to present savvy traders with unlimited opportunities to generate huge profits fast. Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, these markets are a trader's paradise. Banks, hedge funds, they are making multi-billions capitalizing on the super cycle, and it's not so different for the retail market. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures this year, and we still have another 9 months left to go. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, and you still want to make 2022 your best year yet, then you still have time. If you take action now, we're seeing one of the greatest wealth transfers ever in history. The time to start making money in this commodity supercycle is right now. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 95% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to professional strategies and institutional level data and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy in these highly profitable markets. If you follow the wrong strategy, or worse still, you lack access to the right data at the right time, you will end up wasting lots of time, money and effort and have no results to show for all of your hard work. If you want to thrive and not just survive in these highly macro-driven markets, then you need to adapt and utilize a professional research-driven approach. Having access to the right data at the right time, it is the single greatest difference between ordinary and extraordinary results. Trading like every other misguided retail trader out there using outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators will not work. As traders, we have a superior advantage to capitalize on every highly lucrative move fast, no matter if the market is straight up, down or sideways. You need to know exactly when to buy, when to sell, but more importantly, which asset class to focus on and when. The greater your data and intelligence, the greater your edge in navigating these fast-moving markets with superior levels of precision, confidence, and profitability. We still have another 9 months left to go of this year. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next few months with the right guidance and mentorship. You can always give people the right skills, knowledge, and strategies to transform their financial future. One thing you can't give them back is the time they have lost. Time is the most valuable commodity we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want us to help you achieve the same level of wealth and success as our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, then there is an opportunity for you to join our professional mentorship program. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars, access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private members academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description, so just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP.